I'm your host, DJ the Movie Man Wagner, also known as the COE, the Chairman of Entertainment. And today we're going to talk about Iron Man 3. And the reason why I'm talking about this new topic is because it's almost like a Christmas movie, actually. Basically, it is like a Christmas movie because the way it, um, the way it sends a certain articulate way. Now, this Iron Man 3 is so different because we have the Mandarin, played by Ben Kingsley, but it's not who you think it is, so if you haven't seen it, you should probably watch it and then watch the podcast at Movie Man Behind the Scenes hashtag. Before I start this podcast, click the link down below, subscribe to this channel, post your notifications down below, let me know if you like this podcast, and yeah, that's so anyway, Iron Man 3 is basically the third Iron Man installment of Iron Man. It's a lot different. It takes place, during, it's mostly, it takes place during the Avengers, but this is a separate movie. This is a separate when Iron Man is, like, doing his own thing and whatnot. Tony Stark, he's doing his own thing, whatever stuff he's doing, it's probably, something weird or fun. The movie's fun. It's awesome. It has all this great stuff, But as long as we're mentioning Iron Man 3, let's talk about the Mandarin and how the Mandarin was introduced. Well, actually, the Mandarin was supposed to be in Iron Man 1, but they didn't know how to introduce it, so they just put the Ten Rings villains in there, so that's pretty good. In the second Iron Man, they put a Ten Rings agent who was an agent of the Mandarin. So, yeah, the false papers for Whiplash. So that was like a very, very good movie. Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 1. I would recommend seeing Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is actually pretty good. The twist in that movie is so awesome. I don't want to give out any spoilers, but I personally have seen it, and it's a very, very good Christmas movie. Getting on the, not to get too off topic, but getting on the story about the Mandarin in the movie. He's a lot different. He's wearing sunglasses, and he has a long beard, and he has a samurai, hairdo and whatnot. But this is just a different Mandarin. This was never the Mandarin in the comic books. The Mandarin in the comic books was very, very different, very businessman type. Like, he was a very, very different person in the comic books. He looked like sort of a Genghis Khan type of villain. The reason why they didn't put a Fu Manchu in the Iron Man 3 because, certain, I don't want to go into details, but it was something. It had to do with the comics. Anyway, it has it has action parts, it has suspense, thrills, and suspense that you will not have seen, but it is very, very surprising. So if you have not seen Iron Man 3, I would highly recommend that you see Iron Man 3 because it's awesome, because it's terrific, because it has so much surprises. It is very, very fun. It's a very unique movie. Um, I think it's the last of the Iron Man trilogy, so they made Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. So 3 is a good amount of Iron Man movies, so that's pretty good. You know, the reason why I want to talk about Ben Kingsley is because Ben Kingsley does a perfect job at doing the Mandarin voice, and he's so terrifying. And we all thought that he was going to be the villain of the movie, but turns out it wasn't. So it was like a different twist, but all in all, very very good movie. Ben Kingsley's body language and eye movement during the Mandarin lessons and whatnot, it is so terrifying yet brilliantly awesome, very educational. It has been very very awesome watching these Iron Man trilogy movies. It is so fantastic. I give that movie a thumbs up. And I also give Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2 a thumbs up. Because I think that they're very, very genuinely good movies. Because I'm a man who likes movies, and I also like Marvel movies. Now, the reason why they did this Mandarin a little different was because, well, he was a villain for a little bit in the movie, but aside from that, the twist was actually really, 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 really funny. 'Cause, Ben Kingsley is actually he plays this British actor named Trevor Slattery, and of course, it's funny, it's hilarious, it's also mysterious and whatnot. But it's pretty unique. It's funny, it's awesome. Ben Kingsley does a terrific job of that. Um, you know, he is so good at playing, in a Marvel movie. He is good at being in the movie called Sexy Beast. He's in a movie called Gandhi, which is awesome. I highly recommend that movie. He was in a movie called Ender's Game. I highly recommend that. But his role as a Mandarin, very frightening, but very, very entertaining. Plus, there are a lot of TV spots, a lot of different stuff. So, yeah, it's very, very different. Iron Man 3 is a third installment of the Avengers movie. So, the Avengers continue. But it seems that it takes a different route to this movie. A different route to this movie, which means that it's so different, very audacious, present. The reason why I say that, the reason why I say those words is because it does have an audacious presence. It's surprising, it's awesome, it's fantastic, it's it's craft, it's awesome. The craft is awesome. The validity of the movie is so awesome. The movie itself is actually fantastic. The movie itself is phenomenal. I give it a thumbs up. And of course, whenever I say a movie is phenomenal, I say that it's a good movie. But all in all, I give the Iron Man trilogy a thumbs up. Because they know how to make movies like that. And Marvel has done a very, very good job. And shout out to Kevin Feige. You know, keep on working on the Marvel movies. Anyway, to end this podcast, I'd like to say God bless. God bless you, movie fans. Have a good holiday. Have a good happy holidays. Have a good Thanksgiving. Um, I'll see you on the next. I'll see you on the next podcast. I just want to say, thank you for watching this podcast. It means a lot to me, and of course, I'm a fan of the movie fans. Of course, I got a good fan base. So yeah, I really, really actually like doing a podcast. I really, really actually like doing this podcast because it's very, very entertaining and very, very educational for all people to watch. Because me, I'm a fan of movies, and Well, you know me, I'm a fan of movies in general, except the ones that I hate. But all in all, Marvel movies are just awesome. I did not like that movie Internals. You know, I give that movie a thumbs down actually because I thought it was so different. I didn't like it at all. I mean, I saw it. It was not my taste. I didn't know where it was going. It was a little too silly. I like Marvel movies that have a little more, you know, action and stuff like that. I felt that the Eternals movie was a little different, a little too comedy, and it was so different. And I mean, it's not my favorite thing to watch, but I watch it anyway because I'm a fan of movies, but not certain movies. But anyway, before I go, I'd like to say God bless everyone. Take care and keep on watching. This is Movie Man Behind the Scenes here, also known as the Chairman of Entertainment. Wishing you a happy holidays and have a nice cozy evening. Take care, and I will see you on the next podcast. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.